welcome back. And we are going on a little rock hounding trip. We are in a gravel bed where we've been a few times recently, but it was dry. It's been dry, and now look, we've been hunting out here. Now it's water. But it's also a sprinkling day, so everything is just as awesome as it could get for rockhounding. I mean, it's wet for us. We don't have to carry a spray bottle. Even things like this obsidian are just easily visible, so we should just be able to wander along and gather pockets full of awesome agates and stuff. You never know. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. It is a little freezing. I mean, we're just getting little bits of sunshine in between the little downpours and stuff, but so much stuff I can barely decide what to pick up first. So see the aqua. Keep seeing what I think is in the book. I'll have to look it up, put the title here. But I also see it's like a mixed chert. Look at this little chunk of Jasper screaming out at us. This is on a perfect tumbling stone already. And what else? These are the color that we're looking for really on this creek, is this crazy orange red jaspers, but it gets the agaspers, jigasper, mixes in there in little crevice agates in it. Really great chance to check all the different pieces of obsidian, this volcanic glass, to see if any of them have sheen or shimmer, or would just be a good piece for cutting. That one's got real fine layers running all through it. A lot more gray than black in that one. I might actually keep that. Can't ever have enough obsidian, and it cuts so nice. This big old piece here. Oh, yeah, that's got. So there is a silver, I'd call it a gray sheen, not a metallic silver, but a gray, to where when you're on angle of the layers, it does kind of hologram to a solid gray from a banding. I think we'll keep that just to play with that. Turn it that way, when you're looking straight down it's mostly gray, and of course then the layers highlight more when you turn it sideways. Red, green, and brown chert mixture. Big chunks of red jasper here. That's the most common color around my area, so if you see me leaving it there, it's because I have enough right now. This one's got some little druzy pocket thing going on, red jasper, little crystal pockets running through it. Some veinage, but not layered or anything. Mostly what you could just call quartz veins through a red jasper. We had heavy rains in the night, so this probably went from literally a dry gravel bed to this overnight, and it will be chugging along. Hopefully we're starting our January season. That's our rainy season. We've had enough to make it kind of cold and drizzly, but then you dig down in the earth and it's not actually that wet. Here's a nice green kind of forest shades of green mixed with some quartz veins in there. A chert. So yeah, last night you could listen to it pound and pour all through the night, and you knew getting some rain that would actually do something for the land. This is some of the brown jasper, but with enough quartz filled into its breccia patterns that it's ended up looking really cool. It's keepable until, oh, yeah, start to get into those killer colors. It's got little veins in it. You can see those are the blue chalcedony. That could make a brooch piece. It's beautiful. I love how blue in contrast it is to the orange and the reds. Got the full color wheel going on there. Nice green shades of chert. This is the same chert that it comes in all shades. Browns and grays and everything else across the entire, anywhere where there was oceans at one point to lay it down, and they make tools out of it. It breaks sharp, so it was a common stone to make tools out of in the Stone Age, and up until metal replaced it. A gray and a green mix of chert. Really, look at these gravel beds. Look at the color here. It's just, you know, pick the shade that you want to focus on or what your tangent is. Yeah, it's beautiful. Just found this, which is this basically a J. Jasper. Call it giraffe stone, or it's chalcedony filled, super brachiated, and then jasper or chalcedony filled jasper. And the chalcedony, if you look at it, has little fine layers to it here and there. Mostly just bizarre in the fact that the broken up pieces of red jasper are so spaced apart in such a big sea of chalcedony. Usually it would be the other way around, with little thin veins running through the mostly solid jasper. So that is an interesting like a reversal in proportions. Almost a negative image of what you usually see. I guarantee you that will make some very interesting little slabs. We shall see. It's given it between the blue of the chalcedony and the pink of the stone and the just heavy mixing. It's giving it an awesome hue. Up here in the dry, the best Jasper agate of the day. Let me get this wet. It's going to be way more impressive. Nice. Yeah. Okay, walking down to the water, of course, as it goes, I picked up a bunch more, so we'll save the best for last and go through these here all in a batch. You can see it's actually starting to rain. Gotta keep wiping off the lens. We're getting so much rain. Look at the patterning in this. For scale, so how intricate those little stripes are. They run all the way around. So it's a red jasper, but it's a striped. This counts as a striped or banded jasper, not an agate. You see the difference? These are bands of quartz running through it. The wind is picking up and the rain is picking up, and I need to still film these awesome little agates that we just picked up. This big yellow, red, golden red piece here. I'm going to document that. It's going in the bag. Oh, there's the sunshine for you. Nice stable piece, very broken up, heavy mix, nice colors. And this, another red. It's mostly red spectrum here, fire colors of jasper, which I think is awesome because we're at the base of a volcano, so let the stones dictate the energy of the land, and it's definitely a land of fire and molten rock. These jaspers actually speak more of a silicate running through layers of sediments from the bottom of the ocean. But it's all a mix here in the coastal range. This is a piece of serpentinite that we are going to bring home. I am forever looking for the kind that has the little tageri inclusions into it, or you know, that might be a type of mica, type of asbestos-y little pieces to it. But we're going to go ahead and cut it real carefully and wet so we don't breathe the dust, and look at it, get a better look. And last but not least, what I was actually kind of rushing through so that we could get this on film, where we have a crack in the clouds of this whole sky that is letting through some sunshine. So we can thank that for being able to look at this. Wow. Wow. That's so far definitely our our agate jasper of the day. This counts. I'm putting it in the agate book. There's fine little layers to that. You squat down. This is how I do it. I put one arm on one leg and rest the other on this leg. And then that way you don't have to deal with all the wiggling as we zoom in. It gives you a little steady shot in the field without a tripod. Where I use these little Sony handy cams is because they have the zoom in them is set up to be able to get you high definition real close up. So not as high definition as a GoPro for the wide shots. Yeah, look at that in there. Just awesome colors of agate too, because it's the pinks and little light blues and fine band. All the edges of everywhere on this have the fine agatized banding to it. Beautiful stone. That's what we came here for sure. There you go. Look at the pinks in this. I think this might be a rhodonite. It's okay. It's not. It's just got these outer rinds to it. It's got a little bit of that super fine crystalline red to it. Or just a red quartz jasper mix. The red on a day like this is just boom. And here's a green piece. There's the outer rind, so you'll find the whole border of this, and you'll have that rind. And then that's what it's made out of, is little clear crystals and green fill-in area. Let me know. Some of that giraffe jasper. Got the shivers. It's a little cold. Love these river-rounded pieces of obsidian that is gray volcanic glass. It's just been rolled and rolled and rolled, but cool shape to it too. I think we'll take that and we'll cut it long ways, and yeah, let's see how that looks. This looks like it might be killer. This one has a little star of quartz. You could almost call it agate, I would say, as far as shades and texture and such. But with a little explosion of candy in the middle. We'll take that. Some sugar. Yeah, I just fished this one over with a stick. We'll look at that one in a second. First, let's look at this. Just picked up. It's got a little crevice quartz filled in there. Some reds. I think we're actually gonna leave that. That's cool, but let's look at this one. Yeah, more of that crazy breaking pattern. This one has some cool black that filled in, crevicing at one point. Adds into the delta lightning work running through the whole thing. Pretty cool, pretty cool. This, bizarre as that. It looks like a piece of dough. It's mahogany. It's red and black volcanic glass obsidian. But like if you put a piece of cookie dough in a plastic bag or saran wrap and you twist it up and you take it out, you know, it has like the patterning on there. Look at that. That's bizarre. And it's extremely, I don't want to say shiny, because of course all obsidian is shiny, but it's shiny on the outside. Let me dry this off. So here it is, mostly completely dried off, and you can see that there's just no rough outside to it. There would be the rough outside, and it's still shiny. And then the colors, really beautiful. We get a lot of it, but those are some nice colors. But then yeah, look at that bizarre, I can only think that it, you know, it's a bomb, like maybe actually flew out of the volcano and landed and somehow molded like that, or it crystallized in such a way that it has broken in bizarre, long, curved, you know, those just aren't your average breaks, although we have seen obsidian needles and Apache tears and boulders and every shade in the world. So but that is a little bizarre. That piece of obsidian stands out in a gravel bed full of obsidian. Bizarre. Mostly in the texture. Looks like he threw it in a plastic bag, soft, twisted it tight, and then pulled it back out. Huh. I'm sure that there's other things to explain why that would look like that. Beautiful little piece of jasper. Make a nice little tumbler stone for a specimen collection or an energy collection. I've said it a million times, you don't have to be heavy into mystical stuff to believe that stones could hold energy, because all matter is energy condensed, and our supercomputers are running on slabs of minerals with energy held in them. This is a killer piece of jasper with agate running all through it. It's getting later in the day, so it's kind of hard to get these things caught. But look at the actual blue chalcedony agate to that. Oh, it's so thick it literally ghosts over pieces of jasper that dive under it. Look. That is not so common to get that bright of a blue mixed in there like that out of this creek. God, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful rock. It's definitely got a lot of different materials and sides to choose from when you start to cut. That's obviously gold zone in there, just boom. Floating chunks of land in like a cloud sky or something. Just that is nice. That's the bluest agate to come out of here so far. That's beautiful. Well, this technically is an agate. It's a Jasper agate, so it's a jasper with agate in it. You understand, this was probably a boulder or a layer of jasper that was just so huge. And this chalcedony glue is probably part of what's responsible for holding it together and not letting it be reduced into dust. We are losing light altogether here, so as the sun sets on a cloudy day in the beginning of January 2021, we are winding down. Nice jasper mix. Reds, yellows, again with the heavy chalcedony, filling everything in. Nice solid reds. Awesome color mix in this. And the battery signal is turning on. All the signs are pointing to the end of this particular wander. Lots of cool looking pieces of mahogany obsidian. And yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna head in. It gets dark so early, I moved my saw into the garage. I think we're gonna do some cutting. So if I don't see you here, which I might, maybe wander down this a little bit. But yeah, stay tuned.